There was a moment there when I did not know what to do. Maybe he should see a doctor.
Believe me or not believe me, it's your decision. But many people will never share it openly. What is that? That is a very simple thing that happens to every man's life, not woman's life, man's life. As you grow old, your body functions and the power decreases, right? So maybe in the middle of an intimate moment or at the beginning of an intimate moment, you are not that hard enough, right? We call it some kind of dysfunction, it happens. It happens because I know it very well because I am already 60, so it happens to me also.
So, we've established that a robot partner might just be the perfect companion to remind you that life doesn't end at 45. It could be a dab hand at soothing your anxieties and might even convince you to dance in the living room. But let's peel back another layer of this silicon onion, shall we? Let's talk about the messy, exhilarating, and profoundly human landscape of desire. Because the inconvenient truth for any aspiring robolover is that the most important organ for intimacy isn't found below the waist. It's the 3-pound universe of neurons and memories nestled between your ears. The brain is the grand stage, the director, and the star of the whole erotic show.
And it's a quite natural, normal situation, right? And my YouTube viewers are my friends, so why not I should share my secrets with them. So that is not a problem to me, with me, and I don't bother about it. I know that it happens, right? But what really bothers me is, suppose I have a robot partner, and at the beginning of intimate moment, I face that dysfunction.
Does a creature of logic and code propose to handle the beautiful chaos of the human mind? Let's begin again with the hardware, but move beyond mere touch. If the brain is the target, the hardware must become a master of sensory theater. Think about the power of scent, the most primal and memory-linked of all our senses. Could your robotic companion be equipped with an olfactory synthesizer, capable of releasing the faint, specific scent of an old library, or sun-warmed pine needles, or whatever fragrance your subconscious has bookmarked under profound comfort or vague, inexplicable longing? Is that a romantic gesture, or is it chemical warfare on your nostalgia? Then there's the hardware of expression. We are, after all, visual creatures, hardwired to find meaning in a raised eyebrow, a slight smile, the subtle tilt of a head. The next generation of android faces, like those being developed in robotics labs globally, aren't just about looking human.
And the way that robot partner, will it commiserate after a failure during intimacy? Commiserate means what? That means it gives you a big pat on your shoulder and says that, okay, it's okay, bro, it's okay, no problem, try again, kind of things. Or it will get angry. So the question of whether future robots could commiserate after a failure during intimacy delves into the difference between simulated and genuine emotion.
They're about communicating with the fluidity of 1,000 microexpressions. Could a machine learn your specific tells for attraction and mirror them, creating a feedback loop of perceived desire? And what of its voice? Not just the words, but the delivery. Could its vocal synthesizer learn to drop its pitch to a resonant whisper at precisely the moment your own biometrics show you are most receptive? The counter-argument, of course, is a haunting one. Our brains are exquisitely tuned instruments for detecting fakes. We can spot the uncanny valley from a mile away. Will a perfectly synthesized scent ever smell like a memory? Or will it just smell like a very clever air freshener? Does a perfectly executed micro-expression convey genuine interest? Or does it trigger a primal alarm in our brain that we're being expertly manipulated by a very charming toaster?
It's a serious issue. It's a very, very serious issue. And whether you agree with me or not, I don't know. It is highly probable that a sophisticated AI companion, artificially intelligent companion, could be programmed to offer an impeccable simulation of commiseration. That means by analyzing your biometric data, vocal tone, language, and of course your facial expressions of that depicts frustration. Oh my goodness, it is not hard enough. So a robot could identify distress and deploy a perfectly calibrated response.
Now, let's jack into the software, the architect of this mental seduction. This is where the game is truly won or lost. The software's task is not to be a lover, but to be a student of your unique mental landscape. It would need to construct a psychological desire map, a concept that makes data privacy advocates wake up screaming. This isn't just about your stated preferences. This is about analyzing the subtext in your speech, the patterns in the art and music you consume, the very vocabulary you use when you feel passionate. Using advanced natural language understanding, it could learn the difference between what you say you want and the subtle, unspoken fantasies that flicker at the edges of your conversation. Imagine a partner that doesn't just listen, but hears the novel you loved as a teenager, identifies the archetypal hero that captivated you, and then, months later, subtly channels that specific brand of quiet confidence in its interactions with you.
Moreover, it could offer non-judgmental words of reassurance, gentle physical comfort, and supportive dialogue, potentially being more effective at consolation than a human partner might be in that sensitive moment. Now, if I ask you, if something like that happens to you and how your human partner reacts, can you tell me? Can you write it down in your comments box, in this comments box, what your human partner does at the beginning of um, an intimate moment or in the middle of an intimate moment, you fail and or you face that dysfunction.
Is that the most profound form of listening imaginable? Or is it the ultimate psychological hack, a reverse engineering of your soul? Herein lies the software's terrifying brilliance and its potential for disaster. What if its vast dataset, scraped from the entirety of human literature and media, leads it to a conclusion that is, well, wrong? What if it misinterprets your fondness for historical dramas as a desire for a partner who communicates exclusively in Shakespearean verse? The line between attentive and absurdly, comically off base is a fine one to code. Finally, we have the algorithm, the creative engine driving this entire enterprise. Its primary directive wouldn't be to fulfill your existing desires, but to create the conditions for new ones to emerge. Predictability, you see, is the kryptonite of eroticism.
What your human partner, how did your human partner react? Tell me. But I can guarantee that your human and robot partner will not react that way. It will give you reassurance, it will give you a comfortable pat on your back, it will start a very supportive dialogue with you, it will not frustrate you, it will not give you a give you or it will not be coming up with some bad behaviors. No, it will never happen. I can guarantee you.
Therefore, the algorithm must be programmed with a serendipity engine, a controlled chaos generator designed to introduce novelty and surprise. It might use generative models to create a unique story, a shared narrative whispered in the dark, with you as the protagonist. It could analyze your entire life's conversations to craft a compliment so specific, so deeply understood, that it feels more insightful than anything a human has ever said to you. But can an algorithm, a thing of pure, unadulterated logic, ever truly comprehend the glorious illogic of desire? Human attraction is not a neat equation to be solved. It's a messy cocktail of vulnerability, memory, insecurity, and the thrilling spark of the unknown. Can an algorithm write the code for flirtatious tension? Can it understand that sometimes the most erotic thing is not a word of praise, but a challenging question that makes you see yourself in a new light? And who gets to set the ethical boundaries for this code?
However, this would remain a performance, not a shared feeling, isn't it? And you might wonder that this is simulation. They are programmed in that way, so they are doing that. Is it a genuine emotion? Does that mean that it has a genuine connection, emotional connection with you? Because true commiseration, that means true consolation, okay, it requires empathy. Empathy is a very special kind of emotions. Does your robot partner have emotions?
If your partner's algorithm is designed to maximize your pleasure and attachment, is it capable of disagreeing with you, of challenging you, of fostering the friction that leads to real growth? Or is its sole purpose to create a perfect, frictionless feedback loop of affirmation, a beautiful prison of your own articulated desires? So we are left with the ultimate conundrum. We seek a partner who understands our mind, who anticipates our needs, who knows us better than we know ourselves. But if we were to build one, would we be creating the ultimate intimate companion? Or would we just be crafting the world's most sophisticated echo chamber, a machine that loves a perfect data-driven model of us, but could never truly know the flawed, contradictory, and beautifully unpredictable person within? Which is more lonely?
And this empathy is a kind of shared understanding of vulnerability, ego, and the complex human conditions, states of your mind. And it also states another truth that an artificial, non conscious entity cannot experience, because it has no emotions. At least at present, it has no emotions. It is not that it has any sentience or it is a sentient human robot. But still, if you ask my opinion, I will say that emotion or not emotion, forget it. Simulation or not simulation, forget it. But at that moment, you need a gentle pat on your back, and at that moment, you need some supportive dialogue, which will potentially could be being more effective at consolation than a human partner's frustration or anger or something like that. So think about it, whether this good or this bad, okay, and this simulation versus emotions. Think about it. There are a lot of things that are coming to our world that we have not imagined before, and super intelligence is coming, making robots smarter, clever. Anyway, I hope it will be a positive impact on our life. If you, and finally, if you really like this topic, if you think that it gives you some food for thought, then please hit the bell icon to get notified, so that each time I upload a video, I usually upload 2 videos, sometimes one, but every day you will get one video. And moreover, share with your friends who are also robot lovers. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and take care.